Hello, welcome to Baking Lady Tutorials. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this really quick, very simple and very effective poppy for the top of your cakes. I've made them for Remembrance Sunday cakes, but you can use them, you can change the colour and you can put them on absolutely everything. They're really pretty. So first of all you're going to need some red and some black fondant or sugar paste. You'll also need a little bit of egg white and some black poppy seeds. And you'll need some equipment too. I've got a piece of foam, this is for shaping. I also have a 7cm 5-petal rose cutter. I have a rolling pin. I've got a ball tool, a small sharp knife and a paintbrush. And as I said, they're very quick and very easy to do. So the first thing that you need to do is roll out your sugar paste, the red sugar paste, with a little bit of powdered sugar or icing sugar until it's fairly thin. Make sure that it's nice and soft and that you've kneaded it well without any bubbles in it. So you're going to roll this out. You want to go to about 2mm thick. It needs to be fairly thin. You don't want them thick and heavy. Poppies are very, very delicate. These aren't competition poppies. You would use flour paste, but I'm using sugar paste for these because you don't want something really hard on top of your cupcakes. So you're going to cut 2 5-petal rose petals out and then get rid of the excess sugar paste. And this is where the sponge comes in. Place them on top of the sponge. And then you're going to use your ball tool to just go round the edges. If your ball tool sticks, then just rub it, get a bit of friction going on the sponge and it will stop it. You can use a little bit of powdered sugar as well, but I try not to use powdered sugar or icing sugar on the top of my cakes or the top of my fondant because it just looks a mess. So go round and round in small circular movements. Doesn't matter if it breaks because we can use that as the bottom one. And then round on the second one. All you're doing is thinning out the edges and frilling them just very slightly, just to make them look a little bit more authentic. And then you use your knife and you're going to cut, press, indent, using the back of your knife all the way around the petals. I'm not actually cutting, I shouldn't have said cutting. So press and indent all the way around. This gives them the typical poppy look. And then the other one as well. Nearly done. Okay, and then we're going to use a little bit of the egg white to put right in the centre to help them stick together. You can use edible glue if you want to, but most people don't have edible glue, and I want to show people using stuff that is readily available and easy to find on the internet. So just do that. And then the last thing that you do is get a small piece of your black, roll it into a small ball, and then squash it down so that it's flattened. Use your paintbrush again and a little egg white and paint the top of your little black middle, and then you're going to simply dip it into the poppy seeds and place that right in the centre of your flower. How quick and how simple was that? I've got a cupcake here, and all you do is I've glazed the top of my cupcake with a bit of apricot jam just to help it, give it a lovely little bit of shine and help the flour to stick. So we put that on top, and then just to give it a little bit more of an authentic look, if you just lift up the petals slightly and give them a bit of life. You don't want a flat, boring poppy. So lift them up, you can twist them one way or the other, just to give them, as I said, a little bit of life. There you go. And there you have your very pretty, very quick and very simple poppy flower. Happy baking. You can find this and many more videos on my website, which is www.bakinglady.webs.com. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.